Wyspa Wielkanocna, czyli Rapa Nui, nie ma portu, dlatego zacumowaliśmy na kotwicy przed wyspą i zostaliśmy dostarczeni na nią naszymi łódkami. Wyspa Wielkanocna znana jest rdzennym mieszkańcom jako Rapa Nui. Jest to odizolowana wyspa wulkaniczna na Oceanie Spokojnym, słynąca na całym świecie ze swoich tajemniczych, monumentalnych posągów zwanych Muai. Administracyjnie wyspa należy do Chile, mimo że od wybrzeży Ameryki Południowej dzieli ją aż 3600 km. Europejską nazwę wyspie nadał holenderski podróżnik Jacob Roggewijn, który odkrył ją w niedzielę wielkanocną 5 kwietnia 1772 roku. Jest to jedno z najbardziej odosobnionych, zamieszkałych miejsc na Ziemi, położone na południowym Pacyfiku. Społeczeństwo polinezyjskie, które osiedliło się na wyspie około 300 roku naszej ery, stworzyło unikalną kulturę, w której rzeźbiono Muai. Muai to duże, monolityczne rzeźby przedstawiające przodków mieszkańców wyspy. Zostały wyrzeźbione ze skał pochodzenia wulkanicznego. Szacuje się, że na wyspie jest 887 posągów. Wiele z nich waży ponad 18 ton i ma 6 metrów wysokości.
And follow the path. A little explanation to the stages over here. We see 1, 2. The third one is buried down here, over there. The fourth one right over there. And over here you can see how the Rapa Nuis carved the moai out of the rock. And at the same time, when we found some basalt stones, we used them to do some tools. You see the basalt stone over there, you can see how the Rapa Nuis tried to free the stone over there to use them like tools. Then on Easter Island we have some other things. They are called petroglyphs. These are carvings in the rocks. If you look at this side, you can see some lines in the rock. Well, you can see it very well. Down there is like a form like a canoe over there. Over here we can see some, it's like a bird. It's a bird. The bird is called makohe, and it's from here. If we see one of them, I will show you. It's the biggest bird over here, and he has like the wings are like zigzag, and you can see the forest over there, and down there is like you can see like a V, and that's the back part of the bird. Yeah, it's like a bird, but it's very difficult to see it. Yeah, you can see the two wings. And here on the right side you see two eyes. These eyes are from a picture or from a petroglyph that means the Makemake. Makemake is like a goddess here from the island. So the other thing that I would like to show you, you can see how the Rapa Nui carved the stages out of the rock, and the goal was that the whole stages was standing on a small line of rock under the stages. And we made some holes through it, put some trees through it, some trunks, and we gave them water. If you give water to trunks, they will expand, and when the trunks expand, they will break out the moais out of the mother stone. And the second thing was we had to bring the whole stages down there. The third path is the transport to the villages, and the villages were near to the sea, and we let them fall a little bit from one side to another side, and that's approved. We have a documentary from National Graphics, and they tried with like 20-30 people only with rope to shake the moai from one side to another, and the moai will move, will walk. And we also have some songs here, some Asian songs. They are talking about how the moai moved. So that's the reason why we believe, why I'm believing that the moai were transported standing, standing and not laying on its back, because that's the second theory, that the stages were laying on the back on some trees and they rolled the trees. But we believe that the mice were standing and walked. We tell the mice walked to its place. Maybe a detail, an important detail. We had some people, they were working here and they carved the mice, but the transport from here to its destination were case of the families. So the families, they lived all around the island, did some, it wasn't a delivery service, you had to bring your own stages from the quarry to your village. More to the platforms and the mice when we are in front of a platform down there and the second stop. We are in Ahutongariki. The platform is restored, so we have like 200 meters of platform, and in the back side we have a crematory, because I was asked what is our believing after the death. We have two types in ancient time about the death. First, the kings and the important people were dried. So we dried the bodies out, so we were able to put the bones at the inside of these platforms. That's the reason why for us these platforms are quite important, because they are like graveyards for us. So the bones from the important people were, we put them at the inside of these platforms, and the stages, the mice, were the representative of the kings that passed away. So we have the mice, we have the platform like a graveyard, and normally the villages were located near to the sea. Here, for example, in Rapa Nui, Rapa Nui is called the Big Bay because it's a big bay, and normally the village was on the opposite side. So we have the Ahu and the platform, and the mice are normally looking at the inside of the island, looking to the sons and their daughters from the kings or the people from the village, because our believing is that the mice are still protecting us with the view on us, on the village. That's the reason why normally we have the platforms and the mice near to the sea. The sea important to fish for the food, and the view, the looking at the inside of the village to still protect us after the kings passed away. Then a little detail, this little Moai over there, we call them the traveler because he traveled to Japan in the 80s. Yeah, to Japan. Why? They had an expo, so they exposed this Moai. He traveled to Japan, and like 12 years after that, in 92, the Japanese government helped us with some workers, with money, and also with heavy machines to restore in 92 till 96 to restore Ahu Tongariki. Why? Because in 1960 we had we had an earthquake in Chile, and that caused it was the heaviest earthquake on Earth, and that caused like a tsunami. And the tsunami destroyed the whole platform. Another detail, we had between 200 and 300 stages standing on the platforms. All of them were pushed down, but not from tsunamis or something like that, by humans. In Civil War times, they pushed all of these down. We had like the Moai time where till the 1400 after Jesus Christ, and then we went to civil wars, and in these civil wars we pushed all of them down. So all what you can see here is restored. First, in civil war they were pushed down. Second, good question. We don't know. Someone asked me about mysteries. That's one of the mysteries. We don't know why the island collapsed. There could be deforesting of the trees. There could be disease. There could be political or tension between the families, because we had worker classes. We had like differences, like political differences in the families. everything, please follow me. We go right in the outside.